Hey gun people, I'm going to do one on what I think is the most overlooked piece of gear that everybody should have in their either bug out bag, get out of Dodge bag, your go bag. You probably have one of these in your car, on you, hanging off your gear. Depending on what you're doing is whether you're going to want to have, how many you're going to have, or whether you should have any. But I think you need to have a couple of these. And these are just flexi cuffs. These things are great if you run into somebody that you need to secure. And a lot of times in a crisis, either on the side of a road, if you're a good Samaritan, if you're carrying a gun, I mean, off-duty cops, we always have either regular cuffs. I got regular cuffs. I got these in my car. I found a place that sold these pretty cheap. I think they're $1, maybe $1.20 each. You know, you only need 3 or 4, depending on how many you want to have in your car or hanging on you, or how many different areas you want to keep a couple. They're disposable. Put the guy's hands in them, tighten them up, zip tie them down. If you don't want to buy the flexi cuffs that are already made to where you just ride them through there, you can hook 2 flexi cuffs in between each other like that and just take 2 regular cuffs and makes 2 loops. They just don't hang as nice. They're not as easy to grab and throw on somebody. If I hook this on one arm, I can slide your other arm and this one and do it pretty easy. So again, they come in different sizes and colors. They have the ones that are folded like this, and when you unfold them, they're like this. I think I might have one in here that's unfolded. If you want to put them in a little bag, if you're a little to-go bag, your vest or whatever, I got a couple flexi cuffs in there so they're out of the way. This is one that's open. You take the rubber band off, pop this out, and you have a set of flexi cuffs. Put the hands in there and you just pull right here, and both of these will tighten down. You know, the only problem with this one is you've got to have somebody hold both hands, or you got to have a cooperative suspect that keeps both hands. It's a little more difficult to do one at a time. I mean, I can pull on one side of this loop and then pull on this side. This one does have little connectors here for liability for cops. Those little white tabs, when you push them in, it works as a double lock, so the thing can't get too much tighter and cut off circulation. But you know, having a few sets of flexi cuffs, it's good to have in your arsenal. It's good to have if you need it. You know, you catch somebody breaking into your house. You catch somebody, holding somebody at gunpoint waiting for the cops. It's a long time. I know there's going to be arguments about, should I get involved? Should I go hands-on? Well, you probably don't want to go hands-on by yourself. If I was in a shooting and I end up shooting a guy and he goes down, if I got a set of regular cuffs or flexi cuffs, I'm putting them on him. Because I know that my heart rate's up, I could pass out, I don't know if I've been shot, I don't know how long people's going to wait to get there. I don't want him jumping up if somebody comes up and asks me a question or says, because I'm still looking around for other threats. So I don't want the guy down there. So I'm gonna cuff him. And you'll notice most cops, after they beat him, take him down, whatever, they cuff him. And it's a safety thing. So, I mean, you don't have to be a cop to buy these. They're good to have. Again, I got a few in my truck. I got this bag that I can hook on. Little molly things here. I can hook them on wherever I want on any vest. I can hang them on my belt. I've got a couple on the back of this vest here. I think you can see that. Basically, I just put it in a D-ring, and I can hang these wherever I want them. So I have a couple of these that I can hang off the side of my belt, depending on what I'm going on. You don't want a whole bunch of gear hanging off you everywhere you go, but if you're out looking for somebody, or you're searching for somebody, or you run across somebody that you need to detain or hold, having a set of flexi cuffs is a fantastic tool. When you get them, you can get them like this. You can keep them like this if you'd rather have them long so you can strap them down, or maybe just fold them 3-way or whatever. I mean, however you want to do it. I usually just go ahead and slide it through there to first click and hold it. These are just some extras. These straight ones are the same as these. I've clicked them through the hole here, so all I have to do is rip and pull. Again, my idea of a great tool to have, they're handy. You know, you can use them on the feet and ankles if you had to. You can use them on the hands. You can put one hand to one ankle so the guy can't run away. There are plenty of things you can do with those. Very, very handy to secure somebody, and if you have to secure somebody, they're going to be worth their weight in gold. So I think every bug out bag, vehicle, etc., especially if you carry a gun, either in law enforcement or as a civilian, having some flexi cuffs is a great asset to have in your tool bag for your go, bug out bag, whatever you want to call it. All right, we'll end that there on a good little tool to have.